Well, all right. Welcome into the table to today's laid back lounge for creatives. This is True Point of Creation. If you didn't already know that, you may not have known that because I'm new to Twitch, but we're on YouTube mainly, but now I'm on Twitch too. I just wanted to show y'all this final piece. So I think what's going to happen here in the future is if we create a collage piece, I usually need to sleep on it. This one I definitely had to sleep on. We were just messing around with it in the last live stream. If you didn't see that, you can go back and watch it. It's archived on the YouTube. I think it stays on Twitch too for 7 days. 7 days I think it stays on there, and then it'll disappear forever, but you can always go watch it on YouTube as well. But this is the final piece. I think I like it a lot now. I don't know why I didn't think of putting that on his head from the beginning, but I guess I was doing that and I really wanted that diamond. But the blue, so a couple things. When we were creating that one, the blue diamond just had this blue shine to it. I thought it would match, but they're kind of matted. Their color's kind of matte. Something about the print is a little more matte, and I think that diamond may have been a little glossier paper as well as shining, or it wasn't really diamond. I don't know, is it sapphire or something? But it looked just different from the different blue. Plus the orange. My daughter really liked the orange purse. She thought it looked like a piece of sushi or something, and she really liked it. But the orange started messing with me too, because the colors of these orange, even though the orange is different here, we know that that came from the same lampshade thing that we got. So that orange matches. It's a little darker over there, but just it was messing with my mind, just the view of that purse and the colors of the orange and then the colors of the diamond. So, you know, like I said, I was going to sleep on it. And then this is what I finally came up with. It's a surreal collage art piece, okay? They're not for everyone. They're just real fun and interesting. And I really like them, just like the one with the shoe lady with her head's a shoe. It took a few days for it to grow onto me, and then I'm like, yeah, I really like that piece. I could see it as a big piece of art. These are already pretty big. This is like 11 by 17 here, so if I don't have it glued down or anything yet, but it would be pretty interesting in a frame. So I'm interested. I'm excited to try to get them locked in and put in a frame, but I've already got pictures of them both so they can be turned into like prints. I think it would be really cool if you could see them blown up real big on a canvas. Like that would be pretty interesting to see what that would look like in somebody's house, you know. So I don't know, I'm thinking of different ways to, you know, expand on doing more art and more things, and that's why I'm now multi-streaming, multicasting to different platforms just to do it, because I'll say this now. I'm gonna go ahead and say it to y'all now. Don't feel sorry for me, and I'm not trying to cry or anything. I just might as well say it, and then I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna stop saying it, but I might as well put it out there. Is our channel here is here on YouTube. They turned off the faucet. We've been officially like killed off, so it's pretty much dead, and I don't know what to do moving forward. So what I did is I dove deep into the analytics. I scanned the channel for everything I could. I had multiple AIs scan the channel and try to help me analyze what's going on. And then also I had YouTube's AI and Google's AI go, and they can get into the back end of the channel and see what's going on. And the consensus is the channel has fell into the low effort slop category, and they have no longer sharing any of our videos. And I'll go ahead and show it to you here. Let's see if I have it. Here's our chart. So here's our chart. Just so you know, I'm not making it up. Don't feel bad for me though. There's good news and bad news. The bad news is that this channel probably won't get any more reach, and that's okay. That doesn't really matter. I was hoping to meet a bunch more of like-minded people and build a community of like-minded people here. We don't know how long that's going to happen. Maybe in a few months they'll reevaluate the channel and they'll start sharing the videos out again, and maybe we'll find some more of our community here, or, you know, maybe I'd go join some other communities and still hang out with like-minded people there, potentially. I don't really know how how this is all gonna pan out, but it looks like they threw me in that category. I don't know why that happened. Maybe just the way that I make my videos and stuff, or maybe the way that I make the shorts with the music on them. I don't know. what it is. So that's kind of the bad news, is I don't think this channel is going to be growing. We've been muted. They've not sharing our videos out anymore. So sad, you know, whatever. I was really hoping to grow it, but here's the great news. I have great news for you. I really enjoy making collage art videos. I really enjoy making collage art, and it's just fun to me. And so I'm just gonna keep making the videos. So it don't really matter. They allow me to post videos on here for free, so I can always just upload them on here for free and just keep making them and make fun pieces like these. Like this really is cool to me. I mean, it's not for everyone. Again, this is not for everyone. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. I understand. I understand that this is kind of weird, but this kind of stuff I would put on my wall, you know, and that's how I really originally got started with the collage art, is just trying to make a couple pieces for my wall. I'm like, I can make some fun pieces, you know, and do that. And that's kind of how it got started. These, I really think I would put these on my wall. My decor does not match these, so I might need to upgrade my decor or something like that. But I'm really excited about these. I really like these, like the one with the shoe. Like I said, it took a little bit for it to grow onto me, but then I was like, wow, I actually really like that piece. But something in my mind also tells me that some other people would like these too. And like I was talking maybe in the last stream and the stream before about like teaming up with people who stage houses and putting these on the wall to some staged houses. Now I will tell you, because I do work in real estate and stuff, so I do know like staged houses are like really different. So like low, I'm not gonna say low because the prices are still pretty high, especially around here. Like a medium family house around here is like almost $500,000 around here. It's pretty crazy. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so the prices are pretty high for a regular house, you know. So for a regular house, usually the stagers don't stage that much. They usually keep it real muted. It's, you know, just basic colors, some tan couches, and not a lot of decor. But what I do know, and I know this from experience, at least around here in my whole area, because I go in these houses all the time. It's what I do for my job, is I go into all these houses, and what I do know is that the houses that are multi-million-dollar houses are staged up. Like they will take design risks in the higher end houses. And I think if I was able to get some big prints, or you or anybody, it's just an idea, is get some prints that are really big and team up with people who stage houses, and they would put something more abstract, something more surreal art in there, because they're willing to take the risk because they really want stuff to pop. There's a double win there that I think I see. I don't know, this is just me thinking, you could take this as you will, is that I think that if I had these in big canvases, which I know how to do, and they're already print on demand on my page, you could already buy them as big canvases from me off my link page. But if I bought a few, had them on hand, teamed up with some people who stage houses, and they put them in the high value houses, they would need to be somebody who's willing to take some design risks, obviously. If you're gonna put something like this in your house, it's gonna need to be a design risk, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be on the edge, you know. But I do live, you know, in the Portland area, so we're willing to take some risks around here, and there are a lot of high value houses. So I think if I was able to get these, it's just a thought, I don't really know yet, but turn these into some huge canvas prints, hang them up, team up with some stagers that I've already talked to one lady, and that's what kind of sparked it in my brain. She told me I'd contact her anytime. Put them in the stage houses, and put like QR codes on them. People could scan them and buy them. Now the win-win is, I think, yes, you wouldn't put this in a regular medium family house, because they always keep the houses staged very plain. But on the higher end houses, they put them in, they get crazy with it. So this would match in that. Why did my thing try to fade out? Something's going on there. I think they would put them in the higher end houses. And the benefit to that is it would be in a more high valued house. So the people who are buying the home would have the money to pay more for the piece, you know? So I think that piece could be more valuable in the right setting. If this was just sitting in your average store, home goods store or something, you know, it'd be like $50 or something, you know, it wouldn't be worth it. You went into Walmart and it's sitting in there. That's cool. You got a distribution deal through Walmart. That's an idea, you know, but I think that if it's in a more higher end house, then, you know, you could possibly charge more. You could put a higher ticket on it. And I think if you like signed it and then maybe put like a certificate of authenticity, yes, it is a print, but make it a limited edition. This is 1 of 50, you know, this is number 3 of 50. Put a certificate of authenticity on the bag or something, you sign it. It could make it a little bit more valuable, and they could maybe see the value in that. So, first run or something like that, some way to make it, a little more valuable. Could be a print too. It could be framed up really well too. So that depends on how you frame it. I just keep thinking of the canvas prints because I have those on my page. So some canvas prints seem like a cool option to go with. But what's happening here? I gotta look at my thing because it's acting funny on Twitch. I just want to make sure it's working since we're newer on Twitch, just making sure that it's actually working. It appears to be working. Anyways, it was just an idea, so I don't know if that's something that I can do in the future with my art, because it's tough, if you're like an artist, and I'm more new than a lot of people, and I see a lot of people going through the struggle of like trying to get their art in front of people, and they think that they need a big social media following to sell their art. I don't think Leonardo da Vinci over here, or this Michelangelo painting, I don't think Michelangelo had a social media following. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to find the right people who like your stuff and that are willing to pay for it, and it depends, if it's just your cousin or something, they might not see the value in it as much as someone who saw this in a staged multi-million-dollar house. Plus, if this is on the wall of a multi-million-dollar house, then those people don't need to know you or me, the artist. They don't need to know the artist. It's just staged in the house. And they're just like, oh, I love that art piece. They could just scan it and buy it. And that would be pretty awesome. And they wouldn't need to follow you on social media, see how many likes and followers you get. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be in some pristine gallery or anything. It's just you're getting in front of the right eyes who are willing to buy this. And you got to think, when people are buying houses, they usually need stuff to buy their, to fill the house. Not always, but I talked to some of these stagers. This lady gave me the idea, but I've talked to a lot of other stagers before, and they tell me how people will just try to buy all their furniture and stuff off of them, and just to go ahead and stage the house because they like how it's staged. Because a lot of people can't even see how to even organize the furniture. That's why staging houses is a thing, because people can't even imagine how the furniture is going to fit in there, where the TV should go, and things like this. It's like some people don't have imaginations like us. We have those creative minds, but not everybody has that. So something to just keep in mind, something I'm thinking about. It's like, I don't need a huge social media following to actually make it as a successful artist, so I'm going to dive more into these. I think one thing I will say too, I'm going to pull back my streaming schedule here, only 2 days a week on YouTube because my throat's sore. So I did the 2 live streams Saturday and Sunday, and talked for 3 hours straight in both of them, and then still had to talk, normal stuff with people, which, I always go off talking to people. And then I realized, I'm like, man, my throat's sore. It's been sore for the last few days now. And so it's still sore. So sore yesterday and then still today. So I gotta, in an effort to preserve my voice, I think I'm going to go ahead and stream on YouTube on Tuesdays and Saturdays and take away that Sunday slot, which, isn't going to matter much to the algorithm here because, like I said, they muted us, but that's okay. It is what it is. I've been up and down with social media 100 times, so it's not something to worry about. I want to create more, so I'm going to create more. I'm going to keep on doing that. Here's the thing, though. I recommend, if you want to, or whatever, if you want to, see more of my stuff or some of these weird collages or different processes that I do, I would recommend following me on Twitch. I don't have any followers on Twitch. I just started that, but I probably will stream more on Twitch, like maybe almost every day, but I don't plan on talking the whole time. I think I want to do more collage art experiments and things like that, but I also need to preserve my voice and stuff, or I can't be streaming 3 hours straight every day, at least right now when my voice isn't used to that. So I think I might go live, but do less talking and just, be experimenting like I would. And it's just kind of like a behind the scenes type of thing. So true point of creation on Twitch as well. So this is what we came up with last time in our last stream. I really like it. I think it's really awesome. Again, we had that blue diamond on his face. Just maybe the paper was a little glossy. It wasn't a diamond. I don't know if it's a diamond or a sapphire. It's blue, so we'll call it a sapphire or something. But it was a little shiny. I still have it. It's in my scrap bin now, so we can collage with that in the future. And then the purse. It was a nice Louis Vuitton purse or something. I don't remember, but it was orange. It's just the orange was a little different. Just a little different on the shade, maybe a little more matte and these kind of glossy, and it just messing with my brain. That's why I said let me sleep on it and I slept on it, and I put the cone on his head. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. And Colleen was here. She told me she was thinking that. She should have said it, Colleen. Should have said it out loud. Tell me you would have saved me 20 minutes. You would have saved me a night of restless sleep is what you would have saved me. But I woke up and I was like, wait a second. Bloop, put her on his head. It's like a cone head, but it's like the megaphone. And I think Colleen mentioned that as well. And that's what I was thinking, like, the sports megaphone thing for the football team or something. But she reminds me of a lampshade, which I think it actually is a lampshade, and that's how the plant came into it and stuff. I don't have a name for it yet. I'm gonna have to name it, but I do think if once I put this in a frame, it's gonna look crazy. The only thing is how am I gonna lock it into place? I don't want to use like I could easily lock it in with some washi tape, but since I like it, I don't want maybe the washi tape to leach through over time, and I don't want to do too much gluing, just enough to tack it down. Plus this white paper I got from the Dollar Tree, so I don't trust it. It's probably not acid free, so I have to go over to the craft store and get some acid free, which is not cheap. Their paper over there is expensive. It's expensive paper, but I mean, I think it's worth it if you got the acid-free paper. And then once I do that, I'll just do enough gluing just to lock it down, and I'll spray it with some of that matte finish or the, clear finish or whatever it is. Stop it from the UV rays and the moisture getting to it, put it in a frame, and I like it. Maybe I'll shine it. I'll shine it right down there. I already got a good picture of it, so I can make some prints of it. Again, it's not for everyone. I would expect not everyone to like this, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect everyone to like this, but I like it, and that's what really matters to me. So same with this is like, okay, they're not going to share my videos out to anyone. That's, okay, that's something, but I enjoy doing this, so whatever. I'm gonna be here, so y'all just come on back whenever you want to check out some weird creations. There'll be some new videos for y'all to check out whenever that is, whenever that be. So gonna take it chill today. My voice is, I don't know if you could hear it in my voice. I can feel it in my voice. I'm not gonna do too much today, but I just wanted to show you that piece of collage. I'm gonna show you a magazine, an interesting magazine. So let's jump into that because it's kind of our format that we've got going on here. Here is an interesting magazine. Have you ever seen Flea Market Decor magazine? I just wonder, have you ever seen the magazine? I'm gonna take a drink of water. It's an interesting magazine I found. Flea Market Decor. It's never seen one before. It's my first one. Maybe you've heard of it. I used to watch that show, Flea Market Flip. It's on Discovery Plus. I got it. I think it's saved in my favorite list. Flea Market Flip. It's kind of, or is it Flea Market Showdown? I think it's Flea Market Flip. You know what I mean. They like pick two couples or something to like go around the flea market, and then they have to upcycle certain items that they give a challenge to, and then they try to sell them, and the winner wins. The winner wins the money or something. I don't know what they win. I think they get some money or something, but it's an interesting show. It's kind of fun to watch. It's on Discovery Plus. I think it's called Flea Market Flip. You might know. Anyway, I saw this. I'm like, flea market decor? Like, what? What? And then it's spring 2026. So for this to be in our community store for used magazines already, like, it ain't even really, is it officially spring yet? I mean, we're in March now, so I don't know when official spring is. I don't think it's officially spring yet, but it's already, I already have the spring issue, and it was already in the secondhand store. So it's kind of funny. What did Colleen say? Oh, is it working on my thing there? Is this working? Maybe. We'll see. There it goes.
Y9S said, used to watch that.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I think it's still on Discovery Plus for like $10 a month or something. Their subscription. Let's check this out. Let's check it out. I've never seen this before. Just kind of see what's in it. I mean, it's flea market decor. I can only imagine. I'm guessing a lot of it's upcycled, like the license plate right there. Excuse me, burping and stuff. I must say, me and my daughter, we just cooked up a bunch of I would say spaghetti. It's not spaghetti. It was actually macaroni pasta from that I forget the name of it, but it's like protein pasta. It's like really clean from Italy pasta, and we got it from Target. And we cooked that with like some butcher box meat and stuff. It was really good, but I'm full too. So not only is my throat sore, I'm full of spaghetti, or I'm full of pasta and meat sauce or whatever, and bread. So I'm a little laggy right now. So that might add to my chillness today. Uh-oh. I guess I'm kind of greasy too. I got a little greasy. Guess I'm a little greasy. I should wipe that off or something. I just got a little grease on that magazine. You'll see that on a black paper. Make sure my hands ain't all greasy like that. Anyway, looks like they have some Easter stuff in here. This is spring, so I'd imagine, yeah, there's a lot of Easter stuff coming up. So that's cool. I saw that old license plate there. The backyard. Some crazy little trinkets and dog, what do you call those? I don't know, like the porcelain, like little porcelain pieces. These plants are nice. I like the decor they got going on there. Kind of look Native American-ish right there. Oh yeah, and they got the turquoise and stuff. Santa Monica Antiques and Vintage Market in Santa Monica. It's cool. So we could dive back into this for Easter. I did just find a weird bunny. He's not an Easter bunny, but he's like a bunny costume. He could be kind of funny. You know, that's another thing I have troubles with. I had, you know, with Fabulage and stuff, like prompts like that when you're forced to work with something else. One thing I will admit, and I don't know, maybe I just stopped doing them, but we'll see, is holiday ones, because I'm forced to do something for the holiday and you're forced to stick into that, and I think it kind of stops my creativity in a way. Like it puts me too much of like in a lock of like, you gotta do this, Santa Claus. These guys, that could be cool for Christmas, could be cool for some Christmas stuff. I like the paddles, could use those. All these like areas do remind me of walking through like a vintage store where you see like the different areas of the different stuff. But let's say Easter, for example. Like I want to celebrate Easter. I want to do an Easter collage. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. But, you know, then I'm trapped. Then I'm trapped. And they can't end up with a shoe for a head or whatever is going on in my brain nowadays. So it kind of puts me in a weird situation where, I don't know, I feel like people have that kind of issue. These Valentine's ones, those are some cool little greeting cards. I think when I was flipping through, I saw another picture of her. Yeah, there she is. To one I love. Not the one, I guess. It's kind of funny though. I like that little girl. Her arm moves. You know those old, like, they're made out of like a little piece of wood or something, but she has the pin in her arm and it can swing. So they're gonna be vintage. A lot of this stuff is gonna be vintage. $7.49 an issue per subscription. So they only put out 4 issues a year. For the 4 issues, it is $39.95. This is all brand new, so we know that that's accurate, because this is what, I mean, I'm not that much into anything. I like watching that show, Restolium. I used some of this stuff once. I bought this house, and just this back shower, everything else was remodeled-ish, like the other bathroom was remodeled, and even that bathroom had a new vanity and mirror and stuff. But they had this little shower stall that was kind of like yellow, and it was old and yellow. And I took some of this stuff, it was different than this, but kind of like it, and I restored the shower by pretty much painting it with this kind of stuff. And man, it was so strong. Like, I had a mask, but it didn't work very well, or something wasn't working properly. Didn't have enough ventilation, man. I almost passed out. I was like, dude, I lost some years off of my life using some of that stuff, trying to redo that shower stall. It came out looking real nice. It came out not yellow anymore. It's bright white, but that was definitely lesson learned. Make sure you got extra ventilation and a better respirator for your mask. So all this stuff for like Easter, really cool. You know, you could see all the vintage stuff too, from the bottles to the little bunnies up here. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool if you're really into this kind of stuff, into like flea markets and upcycling. I could see how this could be a cool magazine for you. And I just saw it, so I was like, well, I've never seen it. I'm gonna have to buy that one. It cost me 50 cents. 50 cents. I wonder what antiques. The antiques are in the back. I like going to the antique store every now and then. I used to go a lot more, maybe around last year, to just look at things like these. You know what I'm saying? These, some vintage dolls and stuff here. Yogi the Bear. We got Yogi the Bear. Where's Boo Boo at? Where's Boo Boo? Some creepy clowns. Some of those clowns are probably famous. I've seen this guy before. And this guy. And this guy. I don't know exactly what those clowns are from. People probably remember. Oh, look, it's Happy Joe. Drink with Happy Joe down here. What's the girl's name? I don't know. Joanne. Happy Joanne. Definitely vintage. Definitely vintage. What are those? Okay. And then the like gumball machine with the teapot on it. It's just interesting. Sometimes though they kind of give me creepy vibes, you know. These ones don't, but some of these might. You know, you go walking in there, walking into the old thrift shop, and some of them give you straight creepy vibes. I would not want that clown on my dresser. I don't care how much I like clowns. I don't want that clown. These dogs right there, I've seen those before. And these dogs with the long neck, they're made out of like porcelain and stuff. I mean, some of this you could collage with. There's a cotton candy machine in their bedroom. Man, they got a cotton candy machine in their bedroom. And a flea market sign. They must have got it all from the flea market. You can do a lot. We don't have very good like flea markets around here. But down in Arizona, there's some serious flea markets. They take over these like old like drive-in movie theaters, and man, it's just wild. It's like what you would imagine a flea market being like. And some of this Easter stuff is really good for like Easter collaging potentially, but I don't really know. See, trapped in a bubble, and it's kind of. There's a bunch more of it too, like the chocolate bunnies. Wow, those are definitely vintage. All of those are looking pretty crazy. Pretty cool. That one's real cute. Interesting. The little angel with the bunny. That one's cool. They're kind of small for collaging, I guess. But it's interesting. Magazines, since I'm always looking for more magazines. The vibes here are pretty cool. Like a fancy grandma's house or something. It's pretty nice. It feels like home. I'm looking for the pie. Oh, there's probably some kind of cake or something. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just, where's the pie at, Grandma? Looks really nice though. It's nice and clean. That's what I would imagine. There'd be like a little greenhouse in the back, a bunch of fresh cut flowers. Just what I was thinking. Little well right there, the hand pump. Cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, got some old Mickey Mouse cups and stuff here. I mean, if you're into vintage stuff, or you know, just like that kind of flea market stuff, I think I am kind of. I ain't got nowhere to put it. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Donkey party. It's a donkey party. Like pin the tail on the donkey or something. I'm not sure. He has the blindfold on, so maybe he does pin the tail on the donkey. 24. I can't see it because it has the thing over it, but a donkey party. It's interesting. Oh, I like those barrels. Those are real nice. Whoa. Those are real nice and clean. I like them. And then like the farm stand is really nice. I don't know if I could ever get one that nice. This is flea market decor magazine. Never seen it before. Yeah, so I don't know. I just saw it. It says in stores they charge $11.99. This is the newest one. This is the spring one. We got the newest edition probably before it even came out. Like this is spring 2026. So somehow I got my hands on the new one before it even hit the shelves, before it even hit the newsstands. I don't know. We're checking this out before it even hit the newsstands. So that's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Figured I'd share a magazine with y'all because I have so many. Each day I go live, I will try to share something different. I have some that are, even though you've heard of them, looking at them may be interesting, from like one from like 2015 or something, you know, Harper's Bazaar. Those are pretty good. I've been kind of messing with those lately. Set this to the side. I don't know if that's where that couple came from, but they came from somewhere like that. It was like a might have been a Harper's Bazaar. I don't even know anymore. I don't know where all these came from anyway. So I don't really have an idea here. You probably saw the thumbnail if you're on YouTube, and I had the cat. And the cat, he says, "I'm not a vegetarian. Quit trying to feed me that stuff, Karen. I don't want that. I want meat." So he's sick of you trying to feed him that corn and stuff and lettuce. He don't like it. He likes meat. So we're gonna get him some meat. I don't know. I had the Thanksgiving dinner here. So let's go ahead and put together a little goofy collage real quick, something fun. I don't really know. Again, we may not finish it. And then what I think we'll do is, if we do what we can here in the stream, and then I will tune it up, and you'll have to tune into the next stream to see the final product. So it makes you come back for more if you're interested into that kind of thing. I don't know. Makes it last a little bit. Let's just do a couple things first. I thought this orange drink kind of went with him a little bit. So let's start with this. I am thinking and rethinking some stuff that I'm doing, so I might as well just chat with you while we're gonna do this. Where's the shadow hit? Right, it's rounded here. There's no good place to start. Thinking about maybe redoing the way that I film my long form videos and making them a little more chill, maybe a little less talking. I still like to talk, so you know we can't stop that. But maybe not talk the whole time and give y'all some just like some time-lapse shots and stuff to kind of make it, because I think I have the music finally. I finally have the music that I like. It's the vibe that I want my videos to have, so I'm thankful for this music. Give me a second, I gotta cut a real straight line here. And I can't see that well for some reason. I don't know. All that pasta is draining my brain. At least it was good pasta. And the bread was like good bread. It was sourdough. Didn't have that enhanced flour inside of his. Or whatever it is, enriched, enhanced, bleached flour, whatever that stuff is. This was better. This was some fresh baked sourdough bread. Hopefully it's better for my gut. It's a little tricky because there's like trying to not make it look weird, you know. So this is what I'm kind of thinking potentially. I don't know. I could pretty much try. So we'll look at the page. I'm going to stop talking about it, but I'll say it again though. Is that I'll think of them doing that to the page where they cut off of sharing our videos with anyone, is I'm going to take it as actually maybe a gift, because that gives me the chance to just not worry about trying to do anything. I could just do whatever I want, make whatever kind of videos I want, try different things. And that's why I was thinking about doing a new style-ish, not a ton. I don't want to do crazy edits. So if they think that it's low value content or low effort content, then that's fine. I mean, it's just, I don't want to put it. It's not that I don't want to give effort and give value to people or whatever. It's just I don't want to do stuff that is, that makes it not fun. Have you ever had something that was fun and then you had to do it for like work or something, and then all of a sudden it's not fun anymore? and it like took the fun out of it. I had that with music. I used to love creating music with people, and then I ended up running studios all the time out of my house, and I had to create music for anyone, run a studio for anyone that would pay me for recording time. So next thing you know, I'm recording bluegrass artists sitting there with his steel guitar, and nothing against that, but at the time I'm just like, dude, I don't want to. And he kept redoing it and redoing it. It's like, well, he's paying me for the time. I can't be mad. There's no reason to be mad about it. It's just like, this isn't the music I want to create right now, and it's like, so it takes the fun out of it. So now it's just a job, so we could look at all this as a serious blessing and just think of it as like, you know what? God's always on our side. God's always looking out for me in so many ways in life that I can't even explain. And the signs are so real, and the signs I get all the time just guide me. And so if it sends me one way, I won't be sad. I'm just know that that's the plan and go with the plan. So God gave this to me. I wouldn't even have collage in my life. I wouldn't even have thought of that if it just somehow fell into my lap of something that I wanted to do. And it's helped me immensely of making, collage art. It's helped my mental so much, and it helps me relax. And maybe that's why I want to make a little bit more relaxing videos, so they are really chill. Maybe not me talking so much. Sometimes I like to talk. I can't stop the talking sometimes, but Dora the Explorer, no way. She's got her backpack. This must be an older magazine. I don't know where this came from. Again, I don't know. But anyway, I think it's relaxing. I think I'll try to make some. We'll see what happens. But got to preserve the voice too. Got to keep that in mind. So I have fish, and I thought fish were fun with a cat. Give me a second. Take a drink of water. And yeah, I have this fish. I have that other fish. I'm gonna cut the other piece off of it so they don't get mad at me. I mean, how more mad can they get? I guess I could just do anything now. I see. I was worried about like cussing and stuff. I try to keep everything clean. And I don't really matter, I guess. So I can say whatever I want to say. Let me go ahead and cut this off of here. I'm still gonna be a nice guy, okay? I'm still not gonna show that too much, okay? I'm gonna get it out of here. I do like the cap. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna just set that right. Well, shoot. Because I might put the cap on the cat. That would be funny. I don't really know what's gonna happen. We never know. We just kind of do it. So the fish in the fishbowl is kind of funny. I thought was something. Because, it's cat and the fishbowl and the cat and I don't know. I don't really remember. So here's the thing, is this was one of those ideas that I just was throwing in a pile together. And at that time, months ago or sometime, it was like an idea in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put the cat here and I'll have a fish in it. And I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. But it's here. And we're gonna go live, and I was like, well, I got this one. Guess we're gonna do this one. I'll remember what it is, so let's go ahead and cut some pieces out. Maybe it'll all come back to me, maybe it won't, and I don't know. We don't really know. That's what's fun about collage. Like, who cares? It's just fun. It's another thing got to get out of my own way, is it don't always have to be perfect, and I'm getting better at that, where it's like, whatever, it don't have to be finished, just like that other one. It wasn't finished. It wasn't that great when I left it. It had the blue diamond. It looked weird. Anyone who left that stream and never came back again, they might think that was the ending of it. But I told you I was going to sleep on it, and I think I really like it now. I think it's pretty interesting indeed. So we got this fish in the fishbowl, and that's cool. He's got a funny face on him. Oh, oh yeah, it's showing that. My screen blows it out really bad, but when I look over here, what you're seeing, you see this fish and he's got his mouth wide open. I mean, there's so many things that could happen with that. I think he was just meant to sit up there with the cat, and I don't remember what's happening with this either. Like, the girl's pretty cool too. Maybe she's part of it. Could be in the background or something. Let's not cut that out because that's a good picture. I could just cut that fish out. I could cut the like ball thing out with the fish. That would be kind of cool. But I just thought this cat was so funny. When I saw him, I remember seeing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a vegetarian. And he's just so cool. I mean, you could do a whole bunch of stuff to him. I don't think I have the stuff to do crazy things to him. Him, her, I don't know. I think it's a him. We'll call it a him. I don't know exactly what I'd do to him. Like, you could put a lot of stuff in his mouth or things dripping down from his mouth and stuff. I'll tell you, I have a turntable for him, so I'm not really sure. We'll just go around and go ahead and get him out. There goes me and music again, you know. I'll come back to the music. And that's one of the things on the channel. I was really happy I found my music that was good, that I could get royalty free, and I enjoy it. So I think that's my vibe. It's my vibe. Laid back lounge for creatives. Gonna keep that vibe. So we're gonna cut around our cat here. He's not a vegetarian. You stop feeding him that corn, soy stuff. He wants meat, real meat. Not that stuff you grew in your laboratory. I don't want that 3D printed crap. I get cussed out. I don't need to say nothing. Oh man, Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers. That's the thing about cats. He's got a good angle where you can his whisker barely went over. That's the thing about cats, is the whiskers. And like their eyebrow hair or whatever. Like, they have whiskers, little hairs that go off, and trying to keep those. I think the cat really needs his whiskers to keep them, you know. He doesn't in this picture because they're barely hanging off the edge, so you can still see him really well because of his angle. But some cats, I have the Catmopolitan. I don't know if you've seen that. Well, I cut it up now. It's all cut up. But I still have the pieces from it, from the Catmopolitan. And it's like a fashion magazine of cats. And the cats are wearing like makeup and stuff, blush. I have some funny pictures in there that I will get to. I just saw them the other day. Here's some, it's not sad news. It is for me. I was going through my files, how we're organizing. We'll get into cutting at least one magazine today, but how I'm cutting up the magazines and organizing them. I was looking at my ones that are already organized, and turns out they're not very organized. So the sad part is I'm going to need to go through my files that I already have cut out, the magazines I already have cut out, and reorganize them to go with the strategy that I'm doing here in the live streams, from the bronze, silver, platinum, gold and platinum files, and then also labeling what magazine they came from, because the ones that I have are mixed up. I don't know if they got mixed up or if I just wasn't really tracking them that well. So that happened, and now I'm looking at them because I wanted to dive in and grab ideas, and that's why I just went ahead and grabbed this one because it was all together. I don't remember the idea, but it was all together, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. But I was looking at my stuff and I'm like, oh, these are not, it's not how they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to pull all those out, go through them one by one and put them in their stacks how they are, because even some vintage stuff is mixed in with them. And I think another thing I like to do, or I want to do, is not put them, well, yeah, kind of, they're in vintage stacks, but in the same category of bronze, silver, gold, platinum, but vintage. And I also think I want them in the same stack to be bronze, silver, gold, and platinum of the throwback. So I think I'd like to think of things throwback from, like, you know, 2010s to like somewhere in the 90s or somewhere, like, you know, the 90s probably. I think once it hits, you know, the 80s, to me, that's totally vintage. You know what I'm saying? That's vintage to me. It's the 80s. Even though it's probably not to a lot of people, but we're definitely calling the 80s vintage. But then even there's another level of vintage. I don't know, call those antique or something. They're like from the 40s and stuff. So those are really old. There's different levels of vintage for sure. when we're talking about magazines. But as I've talked about a lot, that I'm not the hugest vintage guy. So I have them. I have vintage magazines, some, but they're not stuff that I look at every day. So, but if I cut up some, which we will, don't you worry, don't you fret about a thing. We'll cut up some of those vintage ones, but we need to make sure that they go into the right folders, because organization is going to be key. We don't know where his foot is here. We're just going to make his foot up, okay? His paw. Something like right here. It's don't really matter. We're gonna have to put something over this. Is we need to make sure organization is key for going forward, because if I'm going to go forward and not get caught up, not get stuck in a rut, not be like drowned in magazines, which I am right now, to make sure that I can go forward properly, then I need to make sure organization, it doesn't need to be the best organization, but we need to know where things are at so we can grab them when we need them. Just like today, I wanted to collage. I mean, I did grab this last night or whenever, but I was going to go look in there and grab an idea. And I was like, well, I could go into my gold. And I looked at it and it's like, this isn't all gold. Some of this is not even bronze. Like some of this needs to get thrown away. And why is it in this folder? And so it's supposed to be to help get creative inspiration for you and me. So we could just dive into there and get some inspiration out of, any kind of magazine that we're looking at, or just find something good to collage with for the day, and from there we can build off of it. But if it's not organized, then it just makes my life a whole lot harder, and it just makes it where we can't come up with stuff as easy. Things are tricky. Just like, for Easter, let's say for Easter, I know I have lots of Easter stuff. We just saw that magazine with a bunch of Easter stuff, right? I know I can think of things that I've already seen that are like full-on Easter baskets and all this stuff, but I have no clue. I have no clue where they're at, and that's tricky, like for Christmas. When Christmas comes around, I know I have tons of stuff, tons of things for Christmas, but I have absolutely no clue where it came from. This cat, he came from a People magazine, it's a People magazine from November 12th, 2012. Who's that? I forget her name now. She's one of Charlie's Angels. Oh man. That's still going. Let me take a drink of water. I gotta make sure to drink water, because man, I had such a sore throat the next day, and I have some cough drops. Or just like throat. Breathe cola or something, you know what I mean? Just making sure. You don't think it's a lot until I talk aggressively for, 3 hours and all day, and then 3 hours again the next day. And then I'm like, oh man, it's a little too much. At least for me right now, if I figure out a strategy. But that's why the music's so good for me, at least for the vibe that I want. And even on Twitch though, Twitch is not, you don't have to talk so much. I feel like on YouTube, I need to continuously talk to just keep it going. But I need to either just chill it out and not talk so much, or maybe just not stream as much on there with those type of videos, and then have more that are just like, sit back and listen to music. I'll talk every now and then, but you'll just kind of watch the collage take place, which is all good if I know what I'm collaging. When I don't know what I'm collaging, it's a little harder to watch the collage take place when I don't even know what I'm collaging. Kind of have an idea. He's a cat. He's not a vegetarian. I don't know why I'm cutting out this can of chicken broth. He don't want that. He wants the turkey and the mashed potatoes. Let's get this plated turkey out, because he wants that for sure. Again, we could put a bunch of stuff in his mouth. I could see that, but I don't think that was the idea. I think this is just supposed to be stacked up next to him or something. Behind him. I don't really know. I don't really know what it is. We're just going to cut it out. And then again, like I might not even finish it, but if you come to the next stream, maybe I'll have it finished. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be what it is. Sometimes they just are what they are. Yeah, I don't know. I really like my surreal people that I've been making. Made a few. I don't know if it was the Adventures of the Oblivious Woman that got it started, the Rain Girl, she kind of got it started in my mind, and that was thanks to the live stream. So that kind of maybe got me boosted into that, where I'm like, oh, I like it with like the really clean background and then just like minimal. Like it's minimal, but they're still like really pop. That girl with the shoe for her head, she's so interesting to me. Definitely not for everyone. I gotta keep saying that. It ain't for everyone. Just because I like it so much don't mean everyone's gonna like it so much. You know what? It don't take everyone to like it. I might make like a 50 run of it or something and only need 50 people in the world that want the shoe head woman. She's a shoe addict. Want that in their house. Real big, real big. She just reminds me that I was just looking at my South Carolina magazine today. One of them, my latest one that I got. This one I actually got from the subscription. I actually got a subscription to South Carolina magazine. I don't know why. I live in the Pacific Northwest, but my daughter found those and they're pretty clean. A lot of art inside of them. And it also reminds me of artists. Like you just need your painting or your art in front of the right eyes, you know? And for them, those artists feel that we take ads out in the South Carolina magazine and there's people around here with some money and they'll pay for our art. And so we can afford to run ads in this magazine because it'll benefit them if they just sell one piece and the right, you know, getting to the right audience. Like I was saying earlier, I know and I've seen people giving tips like artists and different things like, oh, they sell their art and stuff. It's like where you sell it, you know, you can get a deal with like, you know, Home Goods or something. And then they're going to, you know, sell your art for real cheap or something. Man, my blade is kind of leaving bumps in this paper. Let me try to cut a little lighter. It feels like it's kind of bumping it up. But like if they, you know, consignment or they pay for your to make prints of your art and put it in Home Goods or something. I know they've been getting roasted for having AI art in Home Goods, but I'm just saying, you know, they do have real artists in there as well, or at least used to. And, you know, but they're going to sell that for like $50 or something, you know, so, but you get a cut of the price and stuff. These are things to think of. And just things I'm thinking of, and maybe they help you as an artist think about them. Just open my brain thinking about things. You could do that, but then that's like lower end. So you get it in front of the customers, you're going to sell more volume. You're not going to sell high ticket pieces. So I don't know. Where do you land? I don't know where I land. I'm just kind of saying things of what everyone could think of. It's like you could do things like that, and there's so many different options that I see out there, especially like on TikTok of like artists and stuff. Like I started a print club and I have 6,000 members, and I charge them, you know, I forget, they're like, it's real cheap. It's like $7 for people, right? But she has 6,000 people subscribe to her print club, and they all give her $7 a month. I mean, do the math. She's doing a lot better than a lot of us. And she's just printing cards. Well, she does a lot of cool stuff to add to them, you know, puts in stickers, handwritten notes and stuff. Or they're not handwritten. She writes like a letter or something and then prints it all out and sends it out to people every month. And that's how she sustains her art business. And I was like, well, your art business is doing a lot better than a lot of artists because, you know, you don't think it's a lot, like $7, that ain't nothing. But then, you know, times that by 6,000 people. Was this 6,000 people? I think it was like 6,000 people she had in her membership. So it all adds up. It's kind of creative. I don't know if I need this spoon. Why'd I try to keep the spoon? I'm just gonna make it real hard on myself, you know. I might have to come back and cut that spoon off. He's a cat. He don't eat with no spoon. He's just gonna dive in. He's not no vegetarian. How many times I gotta tell you this? He's funny. I like it. It's a cool cat. It's a cool cat. Of course, my daughter loves this cat. Cut off that leaf a little bit. It's not gonna look perfect. Just kind of blazing my way through here. Cutting them up. But yeah, I think there's so many different ways to like be successful as an artist. And I think one of the down parts to me of that, of the video thing, which is not discouraging. I mean, it's for a little bit, but then I realized I've already changed modes. Like I started the channel just for fun as I was trying to create some stuff for myself. But now I'm realizing that if I really want to, nothing's stopping me from being an artist that has some cool stuff that people could buy. And there's nothing against that. And I could focus more on that and not worry about YouTube and monetization and stuff. It's like, who cares? I mean, I want to meet cool new people and find like-minded people to hang out in the streams and stuff, but maybe that's not meant for me. Maybe I'm just meant to make some cool art and people put it in their homes and stuff. But I'm still gonna create the videos. I don't care because I like doing it. So I gotta create something about me. It's like I just have to create stuff. Like I don't know why. I'm a creative, I guess. Other creatives can relate. But if I'm sitting around and I'm not creating anything, there's been times when I like paused and didn't create anything. It don't matter what I'm creating, just something. Using my creative brain, you know. And there's been times in my life where I've kind of just stopped and I just I just got to focus on work and stuff. And when I do that, tell you what, those are probably some of the times when I was the least happy, probably the least healthy, mentally and physically, just sitting around doing nothing, probably drinking or whatever, and wasn't creating anything. And it doesn't have to be for other people. It's just for my own mind. I mean, like I said, thank God I found collage art because it saved my life in a way. Like I can't really explain how. It's just like mentally, it really helped me mentally. I wasn't going through like mental problems or anything. It's just like I can see how it was beneficial to me. And I still see how it's beneficial to me because I'm still dealing with all these noises around here, like living on a super busy area. And now the ambulance parks across the street and goes off all the time. It's really annoying. But, you know, something that kind of relaxes me is just making some collage art. And that's why I signed up for the gym, too. I'm like, go to the gym. If I ain't going to sit here and listen to this all day. So I'm going to go work out. I'm going to come back and make some collage art. Maybe make some food with my daughter like we made today. We made a big old thing of pasta. Too much pasta. I don't know why I put so much in that pan, but that pot. But we cooked a big old thing of spaghetti, or it's not spaghetti. Technically macaroni pasta with meat sauce. But it was fun. We had time. Wasn't thinking about the ambulance going by then. I know I heard it, but I wasn't thinking about it that much.
Colleen Jacobs -Y9S said, "It relaxes my brain.
Yeah, I read the emoji. That's why I said brain twice. Yeah, it's good. Calms it, at least for me, you know, calms it down. And you don't have to, because we might be going through things, you know, personally or physically, and you know, health of the world. I've been dealing with gut issues and stuff for quite some time now, and that's why I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm not like some health nut or something. I talk about it in these videos, or at least recently, because it's something I've been getting into. But that's all it is. It's just something that I've been getting into and learning more about. So I might as well share it with y'all. You're just hearing my thoughts, you know. They're just my thoughts of like what's going on in my world. I'm not like a super health nut, far from it actually, but you know, dealing with issues like that, kind of gotta figure things out. And so we could see with him, this cat, but also not trying to over worry about those things. It's like, I'll do what I can, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Oh yeah, look, he's up. Little piece here. Let's cut his leg up. I'm sorry, cat. No, it's just, this is how long your leg is. And it's not that long, okay? Doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. DMS. It don't make sense. Neither does my song choices for my video. Colleen heard it. I know Colleen heard that video. I mean, not a lot of other people gonna get to see it. But, sometimes that song's in one of my playlists. Don't get it twisted. Boyfriend's Day. Is that what it's called? It's called Boyfriend's Day. Capital shitty. It's pretty funny stuff. I enjoy it. We'll have to pull out the Gatekeeper Julie song here. That's what they're doing. Julie's gatekeeping on me on YouTube. The Gatekeeper Julie is holding back our channel. Hey Julie, I'd like to say thank you. There it is. I mean, I like that. What do you think, Colleen? I'm gonna take a drink of water. You think that's pretty cool though, right there? We got another scene to put on him. Got another scene, but it's kind of funny. He has the food in his paw. Remember, he is not a vegetarian. He's still got some veggies. He keeps it. He wants to get all of his nutrients and everything, but he's not just gonna be eating grass. He's not a cow. I like him. I think he's cut out pretty well.
A clean Jacobs Y9S. Send. Cute smiling face.
That's a smiling heart face. Yeah, with hard eyes. My thing's a little mixed up. Okay, so, I think the original idea was this. He's supposed to be sitting on this turntable, right? It's a wrap. And I really like this turntable. It looks really cool. We got to lose the shadow. So, I don't know about the fish and the water bottle. Those are like accents or something. And I don't know about Bubble Girl. We could use her for something else. I have a couple more pieces that were in the pile, so we can look at them together. I think that looks really good with his arm. I don't remember that being the idea, but it looks like it now. I like it. Okay, there's shadows, and I got shadows from my lights here, so let's just see what we can do. Choo, choo, chicka, chicka, chicka. DJ Kitty. I'll say this. I joke around about this other guy who always does his music in his videos, but I'm not going to talk about him. I'm just going to talk about the DJ songs. Why is it that DJs, and I don't know, not so much lately, but like DJ Khaled, they always got to come on the beginning of the song screaming. It's like, dude, you're ruining the song. I'm going to do that at the end of the song, okay? So I could skip past it. It used to be a bad problem. DJ Clue. Here I am, man. Once again. We the best music.
A clean Jacobs Y9S. Set. Love the turntable.
Yeah, it's kind of got a vintage vibe to it. Yeah, the wood grain, I guess. I think it should be fun. DJ Khaled. We the best music. Dude, if you don't shut up right now, it sounds like the worst music to me, okay? You ruined it. You ruined the whole song. That's just personal preference, guy. I just prefer not to have someone yelling at the beginning of the song. How about we let the music speak for itself? I don't know. That's how you know I'm getting old, huh? You want you kids get off my grass? I don't have any grass. I don't smoke grass either anymore. We've all gone through our phases, you know what I mean? Must be getting older. That's all good with me. As long as I can get my health back in order. It's kind of what concerns me a little bit. Makes me think about my daughter. So I'll make sure she's taken care of. Which means I gotta take care of myself. Here, I'm kind of like using the turntable right now as I spin it. That dropped with the jazz music. Probably not on your end, but on the music I'm hearing. We're hearing the same song. It's just that mine's a little off beat from where yours is, but I've been putting it in my ear lately so I can have the jazzy vibes too. I want to jam some chill jazz music, then we can all be on the same vibe together. At the retro speakeasy over here. Telling you, I think I said it yesterday or whenever the other live stream was, when I went into that really nice house and they had a movie theater down in the basement. They had a little hidden room that was like a little speakeasy. It had a wet bar in it. Dude, that girl with the shoe head, she could have been put right in there. She matched in everything. You put that in there when you staged the house, it would have gave that vibe. And, you know, maybe somebody buys the painting, maybe they don't, but, you know, it would have looked good. And, you know, if they do that too, it's a place for me to take a good picture of my collage, of my picture, and show it hanging in this super nice house in the speakeasy. You know, then you have a real picture of it hanging on the wall, unlike those AI generated backdrops or whatever people be using. Looks so silly. I try not to use those. For my collages, if you go to my link page and see my collage art prints, I took a picture. I took the actual picture for the print and I put like wall shadows over it, just to, so it kind of stops people from stealing it too. It's like watermarking it without like watermarking it. It's so subtle that people wouldn't really notice. But if you printed it or something, it would have a printed shadow. It'd have a printed shadow, plus I rounded the corners a little bit and stuff. Oh no, not into the record. Don't be scratching the record. Oh, I hit a bump there. It must be from cutting into all those magazines. Cut up my mat a little bit. Might be mat replacement. Gotta stop doing that. Giving the mat the business. Oh, yeah.
And Colleen Jacobs -Y9S said, I'm getting all kinds of male pole farts. At Cricket Cinema said, hello, waving hand, medium light skin tone.
Oh, hey. Oh, medium lights. It read off the skin tone of your hand. That's funny. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Just chilling out over here. And we're getting close. We're gotta get our turntable out. That's so funny that the thing read the skin tone. That thing's kind of cool. It's kind of weird at the same time, but you know, at least we're you know, I'll turn it on and off when it's busy and stuff, but we're just chilling right now, the laid back lounge. We're just kind of, you know, we got a record player here. We're gonna cut out our record player. Let's see, kind of slipped on the record. I didn't want to scratch the record. My mom used to have a really huge record collection of, like, you know, weird stuff, but it's like Peter, Paul, and Mary, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you know, you know. But tons of the stuff, and she had an old record player. It's nothing like it, but you know, I was in the age of when DJs were cool and stuff, and I go try to scratch one of her records on like this super old vinyl. You know, it was a record player, but it was meant for like DJing. It was not a turntable. It was just an old school record player, and I'd be up there trying to scratch with their old records, and it's like Peter, Paul, and Mary, and I'm like, I might have ruined a few of them. Sorry, mom. You have plenty of them. I don't think you ever got to listen to them. Pretty funny. She probably had some valuable stuff in there too, out of all those records. Tons of them. Like, I have magazines on the shelf. Like some people have books on the shelf. She had records on the shelf. but they were just all over the place. Like they were crates. They were like crates of records, but in an old school way. It's hard to explain, but she had tons of them. And I would try to mess with their record player. I don't think she really cared. I don't think she really cared. Maybe she did. I don't know. She had so many records. I wasn't like messing with the Beatles records or anything, you know. I didn't mess up any of her good stuff. But oh, what's on the other side? Oh, it's one of those bear guys. Almost looks like he has Beatles printed on his leg or something. I can't see who's printed on his leg. Should I keep the bear guy for something in the future? It's interesting. Autumn Harvest. You know what that book's about. I'll put it over here in the scrap pile. Do we think that cat needs the crown? Let me see it. I'm gonna cut it off without showing the whole thing, okay? Because I don't know why I care. These don't need any more anatomy than they need to be. You know, it's just a cap. I didn't, you know, there's no contents. The contents, but let's just cut it off and see if we give him a cap. You know, a crown. It's a cap. It's a crown. It's a cap. It's a crown for the cat. You know, we'll go and do this little slim slice. Try to get that white out of there if I can. Yikes. They're not Nikes, they're yikes. That's what you say when you see the shoes at Walmart. They got those yikes. That's funny. I was in Dick's Sporting Goods just the other day, and holy schmoly, man, for a Nike hoodie, it's like 120 bucks. That's like, what? I just want something to work out in. I'm gonna sweat in this thing. It's not a fashion statement here. It's just like, there's no way, bro. I'm gonna go over to Ross Dress for Less. They're in the same parking lot. You know what I mean? So I just need something to sweat in. But it's just kind of funny. Okay. Here's our cat. So I have this. Okay, there's the stuff. We're gonna put it together here real quick, and just like it's gonna come together here real fast. Okay, real fast. Oh, there's another collage that's sitting there. I should probably save that for next time or something. Okay, so here's some things I have. Look at this. I like the brick wall, but what's happening in that window? He's getting spied on. I don't know. It's kind of strange, kind of funny. Spirit Mountain Casino. Oh, I know where that's at. Let's cut that part off though, just in case we use it. If we don't use it, then we lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. And cut it straight. Cut it straight. Straighterish. I could probably get it even closer to the text, but one slice. Oh, maybe not. One slice. There. Oh, no. Messing stuff up, bro. There you go again. Playing games. Alright. Get that out of here. My ruler's, I mean, I don't think you can see. Oh, yeah, you can. Let me look over here. Look at that thing. Oh, I've been slicing into it and dicing into it. It's probably not even anymore. It's like, you know, $1.25, but I can see through it, so I don't hate it. Check this out. This is pretty cool. I don't think it's gonna work for this one, but I had it. I remember throwing it in the pile. It's pretty interesting. They're all like balloons, right? Or they're supposed to be like balloons. You see the one balloon. I wish that balloon wasn't cut off there at the top. But there's like a T-Rex and some planes and a rocket ship and a blimp. There's a spaceman. There's something. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It could be his background. I don't know. I guess that's why he was in that pile. Let's just set that there. We have that girl with the bubble. I had these. I don't know. It's just interesting. They're like cacti. The cactus pumpkins. I don't know what these are. I mean, my dad's side of the family lives in Arizona. I don't know what that is. I may have fell on one once upon a time. I know these things. I know those things real good. Maybe those are the same things. I don't really know. It's just an interesting. It's on a rooftop. This is on the rooftop somewhere. Oh, right here. It's the floating desert. It's kind of interesting. I guess that's why it's in this pile. It's the floating desert. Is it going to tell us where the floating desert is? Mars. They're pumpkins. If pumpkins grew up on Mars, they might look like this. Okay. Just trying to scan it to see if they tell us where it's at. This came from Sunset Magazine, October 2008. There's the full picture if you just want to see the floating garden come together. I do like dude with the beer belly. He's pretty interesting. He might be it. You know what? I haven't taken a lot of pointers here. I'll show you the cat. What do you think the background's gonna be? That's the question I need help with. Because he's the cat. He's taking the food. I want it to be on the turntable. I'm not a vegetarian. I eat meat. I eat the meat. I kind of think the black background's probably it, but it might not be big enough. And then he has a crown. Should he have a crown? I think he should have a crown. We have the drink too. I don't know if we need that, but it's orange. It's an orange drink. Don't you want to make something? You need something to drink? I don't know if he needs that. I think he just looks funny with his how he's grabbing the turkey dinner. And we got the fish too. I don't know if we need the fish or not. We have that girl with the fish hand, or the bubble fish. This is obviously not it, but we're just kind of seeing what we have. Here's what we have. I think we're pretty fun with the cat on the turntable and the meal. This might be too busy. The desert might be a little busy, which is fine. We don't even need a background. We can go grab a color too. He might just need a color. I think that might be it too. So I'm gonna set the floating desert to the side, and I actually have some Elvis stuff there for the next collage, which we can make, I don't know, next time or something. Thought it was funny. There's some Elvis riding bicycles or something, and then like a showgirl or something. Hey, that's my meal. Meals on wheels. Okay, you get back over here. No. This is my bowl. Okay, dude with the belly. Let me just grab a blank paper. I have a bunch now. Thank you. The paper's expensive, but thanks to a donation supporter, I was able to buy some more of it, because it breaks my heart to buy this stuff. $16 a bag. Let me move this. Okay, we have these colors. And bonus. Oops, hit the mic with my hat. Bonus. I have these colors. Colleen, if you're still there, you think we should go like tan, like brownish? Let me move these. I mean, I have like these tan. The reason why I got these is because I want to finish those vintage collages. And so I got this set. Kind of like that brown. Let me see that one. Yeah, I gotta put them in bags. I don't know why. I got the bags, so I put them in the bags. Just keep them safe in the bags. We got colors too. We got colors. Colors. Oh, You're looking cool, cat. You're looking pretty cool. You might have to make it where we can see the record player a little better, though. DJ Khaled, we the best music. Why don't you shut your face up? Oh no, what happened to his spoon? Oh, there it is. Okay, I don't know if he needs a spoon, but it does. He don't need the spoon because he's not gonna use it. Use it or lose it. This is great. Okay, belly guy. Sorry, dude. I like you. I don't know. You definitely have a life somewhere in a collage, somewhere upon a time. Let me show it to you. We can give you the business. I'm not a vegetarian. I like meat on a platter that spins around. Check out our turntable. So he's on the record saying that he doesn't like to eat lettuce. Well, he does have his greens, okay? He's gonna eat his greens. But can we see the record? You know it's a record. It's a record player. Maybe we want to see it just a little bit more. Can we see it a little more? And why is this paper bending on me? You want to play games, huh, paper?
Colleen Jacobs Y9S said, "That's funny, Grim."
You like it? That's funny. Yeah, he is pretty funny. I think it's fun. A fun cat having fun. Oh, he's hungry. he's tired of this stuff. You know what she's been feeding him this whole time? He wants meat. I'm not a vegetarian. Yeah. Oh, I see here. I see here. I knew something was off. Something was off. And now, come on, buddy. There you go. Okay. Ah, it's all mine. All mine. He's the king cat. King Candy. Oh, let's see. Oh, now the turkey. Oh, I can't move the turkey too much. Oh, I can move him now. I just don't want that bowl going behind his face. It looks kind of weird like that. You know, these are the fine movements before you lock a collage into place. You just gotta figure out how it works. I kind of think for the eye that this goes straight up, right? So this turns, this goes straight up, and then he's off to the side. It's just looking at it for the eye, you know. It seems like that would probably work pretty good. I was getting far from the mic there. Let me move all this. I like to move it. Can you tell I have a daughter? That's why I sing these weird songs. I like to move it. Okay. I don't think so, but don't move anything. You don't move anything. You just slide in there. Ah, no. Does he orange drink? Or I liked it without the orange drink. Orange drink or no orange drink. I don't think the fish works, but she can go with this fish girl over here.
Colleen Jacobs Y9S said, "Boom."
Boom. I like it. I liked it without the orange drink. I would give it the boom without the orange drink. I'm just curious what you think about the orange drink. Should we keep the orange drink or get rid of it? We could always use it for something else. It doesn't have a label on it, so it's fine. And I cut it out pretty straight. For once. I did it good for once. I'm just drinking water real quick. I don't have an orange drink. No orange drink. I'm with you.
Colleen Jacobs Y9S
Stuff.
said, "No orange."
Perfect. Boom. Drop the boom on them. I love it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna do it for Twitch. I'll do Twitch. Don't know how it works, so I'll go.
True point of creation. Set. Boom.
I had to do that on Twitch. Did it for Twitch. Okay. You guys don't know over there. Well, Noah's there. So, all right. Agreed. No orange. Great.
At Cricket Cinema. Set. Agreed, no orange.
Thank you, Cricket Cinema. I really appreciate that. I'm used to crickets around here. Is that what you want us to call you? You can tell us your name. I'll remember you. Promise. Yeah, no orange drink. I think the orange drink is cool, but we can use it for something else. You know, we can make something totally different with it. Like that. So we had this girl. We're not going to use her obviously today. You drink some of that orange drink. Nobody else wants it. This fish wants it. She put it in there. I don't know if your fish wants to swim in the orange drink. I like this fish head, and you put it over her head or her eyes. I don't know. This is just funny. This was extra. I don't know why this was here, but I guess I was just kind of, you know, hedging your bets, you know, when you're going to do a collage and you're like, let's hedge the bet.
Set. I go by Cricket.
Awesome. Well, that's easy to know. Nice to see you here, Cricket. I appreciate you coming by. And, you know, we're making some collages. We'll do it like this each day. We'll do a collage here. Well, first we'll look at our last collage. I don't know if you're here for that. Let's grab it. I'll grab it. It's right here. I don't want to mess him up. Whoa. We got those. They're totally different. Totally different collages.
Jacobs -Y9S.
Yeah.
Set.
Okay, Drew.
Hi, Cricket.
Totally different collages. So, you know, who knows what we're gonna make up? You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter. So we're just kind of having fun. So I do like this cat. It's pretty cool. It has the crown. Is royal of the crown. You know what I mean? That one drink that people drink. The adults drink. So I took the cap and made a crown out of it. You know, I have that bag somewhere. You know, the velvet bag, but it doesn't go with this collage. But I do have a bunch of them from different ads.
Set. Hi, Colleen, waving hand, medium light skin tone, pleased to meet you.
Medium light skin tone. I just think that's so funny that it reads those. Sometimes it reads the emoji and sometimes it reads it wrong, but it read that one exactly right. So, yeah, so we just make random ones, you know, that's random. Obviously it's random, very random and very fun. So for today's, we looked at, what did we do? We looked at the flea market decor magazine. We looked at flea market decor magazine. We made a collage. Here, I'll get it closer for y'all to see. Oh no, you don't go anywhere, cat. Check him out. I'm not a vegetarian. I eat, well, he does have some string beans and some other stuff, some stuffing and stuff. He has stuffing and stuff, but he has a full turkey and he's on that cool turntable. I don't even remember where I found that turntable. I think I could figure it out though, because I had the other side to it. I think it was a Portland magazine. Might have been. It is from Portland Monthly. Portland Monthly winter 2021-2022. So not too old. I think I have some more stuff that's kind of like this record, but it's like some other vintage stuff. Like one's like a pencil sharpener or something. I don't remember. So we have this collage. I really like it. I don't think I'm gonna need to sleep on this one. I think y'all helped me. Took away the orange drink. I don't have any weird stuff in there. I think it's fine. Like that's what I'm learning is you don't have to overdo it. Putting too much stuff sometimes is just unnecessary, you know. And so keeping it simple is really good. And I actually like the board. Like this kind of looks like a cork board or something, you know, if you see it like closer. I don't know if you could really see it, but it kind of looks like corkboard or something. So it's kind of interesting, just the board in general. And I bought that extra paper so we could have it for more collages. So what we'll do here for the last part of the stream is we need to cut up some magazines. Am I cutting up my mat? That's the biggest problem. Sorry for this noise here. Not too much. It's supposed to be self-healing. I will say this one has held up a lot better than my past couple. I have one sitting over there at my other desk, and sometimes I'll just use it to cut a piece or two out just to make sure I don't cut the table. And it is thrashed. It has deep gashes in it, and there's no coming back from that. Every now and then, though, with this one, I'm feeling a little grabbiness. That could be because I'm sticking too sharp in with the blade, you know. It's a habit of mine. It's a habit of mine. So I told you last time, I've already cut this magazine up, but I need to get rid of it. And you know what? I know that I'm missing some.
Set. I like Collage very much. Do you have favorite Collage artists?
I don't. I'm just starting to get more, and I'm happy that you like Collage so much. It's something that I'm really becoming a fan of. And why I answer me this question. What got you into doing collage in the first place? I got into doing collage just because I was trying to make some stuff for my wall. But tell me what got you started in collage. Actually, Colleen here has put me onto a couple people, and Jess. There's this artist on YouTube. Her name's Jess, and I just watched her video last night, Colleen. I watched the newest one, and I can so relate to it. Like, I was like, oh man, she's talking about her Fabulage stuff. And she's funny. She's interesting. If you ever see her, Colleen could drop her handle if you've never, I don't know her full handle. Jess Makes Art could be that. Jess Makes Art. Colleen, you could tell us. But she's really fun. So I'd say recently she's fun because I like her personality. It's just, you know, it's kind of quirky and it's kind of fun. And I'd say that I enjoy watching her videos that she puts because she's super real. And that video that she just put out was her being real vulnerable about her struggles in trying to do the Fabulage stuff and all the collage prompts for Fabulage. And I could relate because it took me down a different path. I'm going to make my collage video. I think I'll give a recap of that on Thursday of all the stuff I made for Fabulage. But I didn't do it all. And I can kind of relate to what Jess was talking about there because, man, you know, it's if creativity's there, then you can run with it.
Cricket Cinema. Set. I love Hannah Hop from the Dada movement.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. It sounds familiar. I'll have to go check that out here. This gives me something to watch. Gives me something to check out. So that's really cool because we can all, you know, find some more people and learn some more people. I believe it's Jess Makes Art is the girl that I've watched recently, but there's lots of cool people. I've met lots of cool people on Instagram lately. So many, I can't even say them all because of all the Fabulage stuff. Everybody was over there just posting, and there's so many cool artists. So it's like, wow, I got inspired by like hundreds of people because there's so much cool stuff happening. I was just like, well, blown away at some of the stuff everybody was making. Let me try not to mess up either one of these collages. We have another Vanity Fair here. We might grab that one here in a minute, but here's the piles. This is the platinum pile. These are arts. I'll just say this one more time. Every time I do this, I'll explain it. There's a platinum pile. Those are like backdrops and art pieces. Gold, those are like, let's collage with those real soon. I like those. Silver, I still really like silver, but they're not gold. But I do really like silver. And then the bronze pile is like just extra stuff. We might want this plant. We might want this plant. I might want this girl. She kind of feels like, oh, these two kind of feel like a silver, at least to me. So they just ended up in here because they were from a different collage. But they'll go into my silver pile. These are kind of just extras. Don't throw them away. And if it doesn't make one of these piles, it makes the recycling bin right down there. So we'll start with this. Like, I like the backdrop of the city, although we have the text over it, but we could do something cool coming out of this window, in front of the window, in the backdrop, but not top priority, right? So we'll put it in. I don't want to throw it away. But I'm gonna still keep it. But you know, it's not the top of my list. But sometimes we might want to dive into there for an accent piece. So look, we have that, and I think, okay. So since we're so close to the beginning of the magazine here, and I cut so close to the binding, got a little too close, and we still have some glue there. And cut this off. scissors sound really good in the microphone. I think I was gonna make those ASMR videos one day, but I just haven't had time and stuff. Maybe with the way things are going, I might go back to it. So since I already have this piece, I'm still gonna put this in my platinum file because I mean everyone's gonna have it and stuff too. But you could use those for so many things. You could use it as a crown. You could put it as a hula hoop. I don't really know what's gonna go on. It could just be an accent piece in the background. I think this girl's really pretty, but one looks like she's been on the grass, smoking the grass a little bit, and the other one she's like ready. She's clean in one, and the other she's not clean. But kind of interesting. I like the perspective, and it kind of gives in a collage idea of where you have one lady or person or thing, and then you bring in a frame and then like another face. Those faces don't really line up either. I think you could have lined them up better. Whoever made that ad. You could have lined it up better, whoever made that ad. But that gives inspiration right there to make our own collage in that style. I'm still really close to the glue, as we can see here. I have these. So I think we actually cut this one, what was left over of it, last week. So forgive me, maybe I won't react to it all so much, but ooh, I like her. This would be really hard to collage with because of the smoke. So I think we have to kind of blow through this one but I need to get rid of it. Like there's no need of keeping it because I do it. And I was gonna say, I'm missing some Vanity Fairs because I know I'm missing the one with Scarlett Johansson on the cover. So I don't know where that is. And I was looking this morning, I'm like, where could you possibly have gone to? Since we already have these, I'm gonna just put those down here in the bronze. I don't really need that, but if I need those Ace of Hearts again, I got so many of them. I get 20 Aces of Hearts. Probably shouldn't even be cutting this one up today, but I need to just get through it. I mean, let's be honest, if I don't do it, it's just not gonna happen. See, this one was missing out of it yesterday, and he's like under the Brooklyn Bridge or something, which I like it because I have this in a pack somewhere. I'll show y'all someday. I have this in a pack somewhere. It's pretty cool too. I have a vision. I have a vision of, and I already set the guy out. I'm gonna do it to like 2 dudes. I'm gonna give them, one's gonna have a house for a head. He's gonna have a house. He's like real estate. He's like fancy. He's got a bow tie. I think one of them has a bow tie, and I want to put a house on his head. And then the other one, I want to put a yacht on his head. I don't know, you know, we're doing the head thing, okay? We're just messing with the heads, you know, just going surrealism and see how far we can do it. Hey, Cricket, I'm not sure if you're still here, but what are some of the things that you like to collage with? Like, see, I find myself recently collaging with people a lot. I don't know, just kind of, they intrigue me. It's just, but it's not for everybody. Like, you know, some people like nature and waterfalls. I was just looking at some waterfalls. I'm like, that'd be so cool to make something out of that. It's just my brain's stuck on like surreal humans right now. Oh, see, I really like that diamond necklace. And so we're just gonna put that up there in the platinum. And see, here she goes. I believe I have these ones put in a gold folder. I have a gold folder, which it's not a folder, it's actually a whole stack of gold. I should show y'all those. I don't know why or what I'm gonna ever do with them. I was making a pack of stylized clippings.
Cricket Cinema. Set. I've used a lot of images from tarot cards.
Oh, cool. I bet those are interesting. Yeah, they got, man, some real interesting cards like those that you can find. I don't have any of them, but we just saw her yesterday laying out in the sun just like this. Sorry, we're doing the same magazine twice. That's what happens when you have so many magazines. I usually do, like, my whole thing here, I don't know, I don't have to stick with it, but it's been my thing, so I'm kind of just been sticking with it. There's that Mercedes, there's that old school Mercedes right there. See, she was part of the Style Driver collage. I like that old school Benz right there. And look, there's that picture right there. For now we could double it. It'd be like a mirror, so one's up, one's down. Here they are right here. It's getting crazy. It's not that crazy, but it could be kind of trippy, you know, if when them weird stuff's coming out of each side. Maybe one's like heaven, one's hell or something. I don't know. Or one's dark, one's light, however you want to look at it.
At Cricket Cinema. Set. I carve a window through front of a book and set the images into it, like a frame.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Gotta see that. Do you have stuff on YouTube? That'd be cool. Check out some of that stuff. We have a Facebook community group that we started. It's not very big, and you know, gotta understand that they just started it, okay? We don't have a lot of people in there, but if you want to come over there and share some of your stuff in our little Facebook community group, I mean, there's probably like 10 of us or something in there, but hey, you know, cool to share with everyone, because it's, like we said, another place to show your stuff and for everyone to kind of look at it and chat with each other, so that's always cool. So if you want to come over there and share some of it, totally welcome. It's just the Creative Juice Facebook group. Oh, the link's in the description. I've been putting it in the description now. I'm gonna just chop through this real quick, so I don't want to chop my mat too much, you know. I think I've been doing that too much. Let me get over here or something. Spot that I don't use that much. I think it was Colleen telling me to move around a little more and don't cut the middle of your mat every time, because that's where all the stuff is at. Let me try to extract this binding without cutting into my mat too much. Sorry about this noise. If she likes scissor sounds, then you're welcome. There's a party on my shoulders. Red Rover. Send that beautiful girl on over. No. Okay, here's the fires.
My YouTube channel is mostly music and some activism.
Okay. There's the style driver piece. That's where I took it from. Okay, the secret's out. I made that style driver collage. I took this piece that says style driver, and it was supposed to be her, which I just cut her head off yesterday. But that's that style driver collage. I could find it and show it to y'all. Okay, what am I doing? I'm not keeping all this. Stop it. I have a problem with keeping way too much stuff. I don't need all the fires. I might keep her head because I did cut her head yesterday, and what if I brought her into something? I don't want to keep those tragic fires because that's tragic. And it's not something I want to be reminded of. So I try to get rid of stuff like that. That's a personal thing. That's kind of crazy right there. What does it mean though? I don't know what it means. We'll put it right here. Now, like stuff like this where they're like interviewing the killer and stuff, it's like it's just me personally. I just don't want to keep that kind of stuff, you know. They're taking the jet to the island, you know. I don't want to know what's happening on the island, you know. It's save it for the courts or something. I don't know why. Or yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. We had to go through that one twice. Did we go through this one already? I know I did. If you haven't seen my video where I reimagined this magazine cover, it's pretty cool. There's a short on the page too, and you can see the quick transformation. As some of you know, I have like 4 of this magazine, or I did. And we reimagined this magazine cover. What it turned out to be is we kept the Vanity Fair, and we put all these flowers. Kept Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things, you may know that. Put her in here, more flowers, and then I think I had the flowers out of her eyes. I would have done better flowers coming out of her eyes now of days. I could have done something different. I thought I had to keep with the flower pattern, but now I know I did not need to, and I could have like made my own flower pattern, but I was trying to keep with the flowers of the cut. And another thing that's funny about that collage is I cut all around this magazine to make it look like flowers, and I think it worked, but I didn't need to do that.
With images of people I prefer if they have hats, because they're easier to cut out than hair.
Yeah, and you know, I just did that video last week. Well, it's supposed to be a video last week where I cut the girl's head off and put a shoe on her head, but what I did is what I was saying in that video, which no one ever got to see because I messed the video up because I had this music playing in the background when I recorded the video, and so anytime I tried to edit, the